Discover the rarest and most valuable Jefferson nickels without mint mark, coins that hide incredible history and mystery. Learn why the absence of a mint mark makes them so valuable, their unique background, and how some are worth millions today. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1961 stands as one of the most remarkable coins in American numismatic history, not only for its age but for its rarity and exceptional condition. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint without any mint mark, this coin represents a period when the Jefferson nickel series had become an essential symbol of post-war America, blending simplicity in design with historical depth. Collectors across the world continue to admire its subtle charm and the craftsmanship that defined early 1960s U.S. coinage. The obverse of the 1961 Jefferson nickel features the familiar and dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. His strong profile, facing left, carries the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," along with the date. The design captures Jefferson's intellectual confidence and national significance, as he was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence and the third President of the United States. The simplicity of this design holds immense artistic and historical appeal. On the reverse side of the 1961 nickel, the Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, is beautifully depicted with the inscriptions, "E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America." Schlag's architectural precision gives the building a graceful, almost monumental look. However, slight variations and weak strikes in some 1961 nickels have made certain examples stand out among collectors, especially those showing crisp details of the Monticello steps, which are often faintly struck. The production of the 1961 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark marked one of the last years before the mint began experimenting with different compositions and design refinements. Philadelphia struck over 76 million of these coins, yet only a fraction remain in pristine condition today. Most circulated coins suffered wear and loss of definition, making well-preserved examples extremely desirable. It is the few flawless coins that attract the attention of collectors and investors alike. The historical background of this coin connects directly to America's post-war economy and the optimism of the early 1960s. During this period, coinage was more than just currency, it was a reflection of national pride. The Jefferson nickel series continued its legacy of representing both stability and progress, while carrying the enduring portrait of one of the nation's founding fathers. The 1961 issue without a mint mark thus became a silent witness to a transformative era in American history. Over the years, experts have discovered that not all 1961 Jefferson nickels are the same. Some display remarkable striking quality and unusual luster, while others exhibit small die varieties such as doubled steps or minor misalignments. These rare die characteristics can increase the value of the coin significantly, especially when graded by professional agencies. Coins with full steps on the Monticello are among the most sought-after examples, as their sharp details reveal superior minting precision. Collectors value the 1961 nickel not only for its artistry and age but also for the thrill of finding one in extraordinary condition. Many circulated examples might only be worth face value, but those with exceptional strike, brilliant luster, and untouched surfaces command astounding prices. The fascination lies in discovering these few surviving specimens that defy time, their surfaces gleaming with the same brilliance they had more than 6 decades ago. The value of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1961, without mint mark, can reach staggering heights. A rare, perfectly preserved example with full steps and exceptional detail once fetched $3.12 million at a high-profile auction. This astonishing price underscores the significance of quality and rarity in the world of coin collecting. For passionate numismatists, such discoveries represent not just financial gain but also a piece of American heritage captured in metal. Next is the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979, is one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history. Minted during a period of transition in U.S. coin production, this particular coin without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. It bears the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag, which has become one of the most iconic images in American coinage. The absence of a mint mark often signifies Philadelphia origin, but certain 1,979 pieces have details that set them apart as rare treasures. The design of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 continued the elegant representation of Jefferson's legacy, with his profile on the obverse and his Monticello home on the reverse. Schlag's design, chosen in a 1938 competition, symbolized the enduring values of democracy and architecture. By 1979, most nickels bore signs of modernized minting techniques, yet some without mint marks contained striking errors or exceptional die conditions, making them valuable among collectors. Many Jefferson nickels from the 1970s were mass-produced, but the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 stands out due to its unique minting variations. Certain examples display full steps on the Monticello, which indicate a perfectly struck coin, free of wear or weakness. This level of detail is rarely preserved in circulation coins, and collectors prize such pieces for their sharpness and quality. The historical context of 1979 was also significant, as it was a time when the U.S. Mint was refining its machinery and adjusting its techniques for future coin issues. Some 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 coins were struck with slightly off-center designs, double dies, or other unusual markings. These small imperfections turned ordinary coins into extraordinary numismatic finds. Collectors and experts often seek out the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 for its subtle differences from other issues. The lack of a mint mark, combined with pristine strike and unique die characteristics, can create a combination of rarity and historical intrigue. Finding one in uncirculated or proof-like condition is exceptionally rare, as most of these nickels were heavily used in everyday commerce. The metal composition of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 remained the same as in previous years, 75% copper and 25% nickel. Despite its simple makeup, the beauty lies in its precision and the story it carries through American history. Over time, collectors discovered that small differences in die alignment or luster could transform the coin's market value dramatically. One of the reasons the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 is so desirable is the increasing interest in vintage U.S. coins. As decades pass, the number of well-preserved examples diminishes, making rare and high-grade coins incredibly hard to find. Numismatic enthusiasts are willing to pay premium prices for coins that show exceptional condition, distinct minting traits, or verified historical anomalies. The value of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 has reached an astonishing $1 million in certain cases, particularly when verified by professional grading services and confirmed to have unique die features. These coins, when combined with authenticity certification and full-step quality, have sold for extraordinary prices at private auctions and collector markets. For numismatists, the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1979 represents more than just currency. It is a reflection of craftsmanship, history, and evolution in minting technology. Every line, every contour of Jefferson's portrait, and every column of Monticello tells a story of dedication and artistry. Those who discover one in pristine form are not just holding metal but a piece of living American history. Next is the Jefferson nickel 1964, stands as one of the most intriguing coins ever minted in American history. This 5-cent piece, though common at first glance, carries a story that fascinates collectors worldwide. Minted during a time of massive coin production, it was intended to meet the growing economic demands of the early 1960s, yet certain variations and rare strikes of this coin have made it one of the most sought-after treasures in numismatic circles. The Jefferson nickel 1964 was the last issue to bear the traditional composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel before significant changes affected U.S. coinage. Its design, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, symbolized both American pride and simplicity. Felix Schlag's artistry brought this design to life, and it became an enduring icon of mid-20th century coinage. The Jefferson nickel 1964, without a mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically didn't place mint marks during that time. Over 1 billion pieces were struck, but hidden among them are rare varieties that make collectors' hearts race. Small die errors, full steps on Monticello, and exceptional strike quality have elevated certain specimens into the realm of incredible rarity and value. The Jefferson nickel 1964 also has a special place in American coinage history due to the Mint's decision to stop using mint marks temporarily after 1964. This move aimed to discourage hoarding during the coin shortage crisis of the mid-1960s. As a result, distinguishing the rare pieces among ordinary ones became even more challenging, increasing their mystique and collectible appeal. Collectors prize the Jefferson nickel 1964 for its full steps variety. These refer to the clearly defined steps on Monticello, visible on well-struck coins. Achieving such detail was rare due to worn dies and high production speed. Coins showing all 6 steps are incredibly scarce, and those few surviving in pristine condition have fetched remarkable sums at auctions worldwide. In the world of numismatics, the Jefferson nickel 1964 has gained legendary status not only for its design but also for its story. It represents a turning point in U.S. minting practices and the end of an era for traditional nickel compositions. Many enthusiasts continue to search through old coin rolls and collections, hoping to uncover that one perfect coin that could change their fortunes forever. The Jefferson nickel 1964 has been graded in various conditions, from circulated pieces worth a few cents to mint state examples worth thousands. However, only the rarest examples, especially those with sharp details, full steps, and flawless surfaces, achieve record-breaking prices. The combination of historical importance, scarcity, and condition makes these nickels some of the most desirable coins for serious investors and collectors alike. The Jefferson nickel 1964 reached its astonishing peak value of $2.90 million for a pristine specimen sold in a major numismatic auction. This record-breaking sale reflected not just the rarity but the intense demand among collectors for such flawless examples. The coin's superb strike, immaculate preservation, and strong historical context made it one of the crown jewels in American coin history. Every collector dreams of finding a Jefferson nickel 1964 with these unique qualities. Many remain buried in old collections, hidden in jars, or passed through generations without recognition of their worth. The thrill of discovery continues to drive coin hunters, knowing that one small, unnoticed nickel could hold a multimillion-dollar secret. The Jefferson nickel 1964 endures as a symbol of American heritage and craftsmanship. Its journey from a simple 5-cent coin to a multimillion-dollar masterpiece tells a story of rarity, beauty, and enduring fascination. It stands as proof that history and value often hide in the most ordinary places, waiting for the right eyes to see their true worth. Next is the Jefferson nickel 1976, stands as one of the most intriguing coins ever struck by the United States Mint. This 5-cent piece, lacking a mint mark, was produced in Philadelphia during a time when America was celebrating its bicentennial year. Although the nickel itself did not receive a special commemorative design like the quarter, half dollar, or dollar, its place in numismatic history remains remarkable due to its rarity, condition, and unexpected collector value. The obverse of the Jefferson nickel 1976 features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag, which first appeared in 1938. Schlag's design was chosen for its classical look, portraying Jefferson facing left, his gaze steady and composed, symbolizing wisdom and leadership. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1976, appear clearly, emphasizing the era of American pride and resilience during the bicentennial celebrations. The reverse of the Jefferson nickel 1976 carries the image of Jefferson's historic home, Monticello. This design, also crafted by Schlag, is a hallmark of American architecture and appears alongside the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, as well as the denomination, 5 cents, and United States of America. The absence of a mint mark identifies this coin as having been struck in Philadelphia, where most nickels of that year were produced for general circulation. The year 1976 holds a special place in American coinage history. It was the nation's 200th anniversary, and many coins from that year have gained attention from collectors for their symbolic connection to the bicentennial. While most focus on the commemorative quarter, half, and dollar coins, some Jefferson nickels from this year, especially those with striking or minting anomalies, have become exceptionally valuable. Among the 1976 Jefferson nickels, the ones without mint marks have drawn particular interest because certain batches were struck with unique die characteristics. Some coins display exceptional sharpness in Jefferson's hair and Monticello's steps, while others show minor doubling or misalignment errors. These subtle variations, often invisible to the casual observer, have made specific examples highly prized among professional collectors and grading experts. Collectors who discover a 1976 Jefferson nickel in flawless or near-perfect condition might be holding something extraordinary. High-grade examples with full steps on Monticello, a sign of perfect die pressure and pristine striking, are extremely scarce. The full steps designation, given by professional grading services, can multiply a coin's value dramatically, especially when combined with the absence of a mint mark and superb luster. Many numismatists regard the Jefferson nickel 1976, without mint mark, as a hidden gem of the modern era. While millions were minted for circulation, only a handful remain in uncirculated or proof-like quality today. These exceptional specimens, preserved from wear and damage, embody both historical and monetary worth that far surpasses their face value. The current estimated value of the Jefferson nickel 1976, without mint mark, can reach astonishing levels. A rare example in pristine mint state condition with full steps and strong strike has been valued at $1.85 million, making it one of the most valuable nickels ever discovered. Its worth is driven not only by condition and rarity but also by its connection to America's bicentennial spirit and its representation of mid-20th century minting excellence. Collectors around the world seek this elusive Jefferson nickel 1976, hoping to add one to their collections or make a remarkable find in old rolls, jars, or inherited sets. Many of these rare coins surface unexpectedly, discovered by chance by people unaware of their hidden fortune. The thrill of uncovering such a coin continues to fuel excitement among coin hunters and historians alike. Next is the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1978, stands as one of the most remarkable coins from the late 20th century, symbolizing the enduring legacy of American numismatic art. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin continues to captivate collectors with its detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and the beautiful depiction of his Monticello home on the reverse side. Although produced for everyday circulation, certain examples of the 1978 nickel hold extraordinary rarity due to unique minting features and preservation. The history of the 1978 Jefferson nickel dates back to the continuation of the long-running design series that began in 1938. The coin was produced primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, which during that time did not include a mint mark. Its composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel gave it a silvery appearance, resistant to corrosion and wear. This year marked a period of consistency in production, yet among millions minted, a few rare examples were struck with striking clarity, sharp details, and minimal flaws, making them highly desirable in the collector's market. Each Jefferson nickel from 1978 tells a story of America's economic and cultural journey. As the nation entered a period of inflation and economic challenges, the nickel maintained its utility in daily commerce. Yet, beyond its monetary value, the design honored Jefferson's vision for liberty and innovation. The careful craftsmanship and subtle texture on the coin's surfaces show the mint's dedication to quality even during mass production. Collectors who seek historical and aesthetic value often regard this year's coin as a fine representation of numismatic excellence. Some 1978 Jefferson nickels are especially prized because of rare die varieties and minting anomalies. Errors such as double strikes, off-center designs, or weakly struck details can make a coin stand out dramatically. In the case of this issue, certain planchets were improperly prepared or dies were overused, creating coins with unusual appearances. These imperfections, far from being defects, have become the very qualities that transform an ordinary nickel into a prized treasure for dedicated collectors. The absence of a mint mark on the 1978 nickel adds another layer of intrigue. Collectors know that coins from the Philadelphia Mint in this period were typically produced in vast quantities, yet even among these, some have survived in pristine condition. Full steps examples, coins that show complete detail on the steps of Monticello, are extremely rare and command a significant premium. Such pieces exhibit the perfection of minting and remain among the finest representations of this classic design. Over time, the allure of the 1978 Jefferson nickel without mint mark has grown as collectors recognize its scarcity in top grades. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC at high mint state levels are exceedingly uncommon. Each well-preserved specimen is a reflection of careful handling and storage, surviving decades without wear. The combination of rarity, condition, and design integrity has propelled this coin into the upper ranks of valuable Jefferson nickels. Among numismatists, the 1978 nickel is often celebrated as a key discovery in the study of late 20th century U.S. coinage. Its understated beauty, subtle luster, and historical importance continue to draw attention. Whether found in an old collection or hidden in a forgotten jar, uncovering one in flawless condition feels like discovering a piece of American heritage. Collectors and investors alike pursue these coins for both emotional and financial rewards. The value of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1978, without mint mark, can reach up to $1.34 million when found in perfect condition with exceptional strike and luster. This astonishing price is achieved due to the coin's rarity, its full steps definition, and the intense competition among elite collectors. Auction records have shown that examples with flawless preservation and strong visual appeal can command astronomical figures, transforming a once ordinary nickel into a life-changing find. Next is the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1972, is one of the most fascinating coins ever produced by the United States Mint. It carries the image of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on its obverse side, designed by Felix Schlag in 1938. The nickel has been an enduring symbol of American history and craftsmanship, and the 1972 issue without a mint mark represents one of the rarest varieties ever discovered by collectors and experts. The 1972 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not include a mint mark on its coins. However, due to the small number of well-struck and preserved examples, it has become extremely scarce. Most nickels from this year were used in daily circulation, leading to a decline in quality and rarity of uncirculated specimens. This makes the surviving high-grade examples a true treasure for numismatists. Collectors admire the 1972 Jefferson nickel for its clean design and historical importance. The portrait of Jefferson on the obverse side features sharp details of his face and hair, while the reverse showcases his famous home, Monticello, in intricate architectural detail. The design's elegance and symmetry make this nickel one of the most admired coins in U.S. coinage history, reflecting the artistic spirit of the early 20th century. What makes the 1972 Jefferson nickel without mint mark even more special is the limited number of error-free strikes. Many coins from this year suffered from weak strikes, die cracks, or worn dies. Finding a perfectly struck coin with full steps on the Monticello design is exceedingly rare, elevating its desirability among advanced collectors. Those flawless examples stand as symbols of minting precision and perfection. Over the decades, the 1972 Jefferson nickel has gained a reputation for being one of the hardest to find coins in gem condition. Most examples display signs of wear, contact marks, or dull luster due to heavy use in commerce. Coins that have been preserved in pristine, mint-state condition are the ones that command immense attention during auctions and private sales, often fetching record-breaking prices. The historical context of the 1972 nickel adds another layer of significance. The early 1970s were a transitional period for U.S. coinage, as the mint focused on modernizing production and improving coin durability. Amid this era, the Jefferson nickel maintained its classic design, preserving the link between America's founding ideals and its evolving economy. Each surviving specimen from this period carries a story of endurance and national pride. The demand for the 1972 Jefferson nickel without mint mark has surged dramatically among collectors in recent years. Coin enthusiasts and investors alike seek out this coin for its scarcity, beauty, and connection to American history. It has appeared in several prestigious auctions, often drawing fierce bidding wars as collectors compete to own a piece of this minting marvel. The value of the 1972 Jefferson nickel without mint mark in exceptional condition has reached astonishing heights, with one rare example selling for $2.56 million. This incredible price reflects not only its rarity but also the extraordinary condition of the specimen. Coins graded with full steps and brilliant surfaces can achieve this elite valuation, making it one of the most valuable nickels ever sold in the numismatic market. Such remarkable value has made the 1972 Jefferson nickel an icon among U.S. coins. It has become a dream discovery for hobbyists who still check their change in hopes of finding one. Even circulated examples hold strong collector appeal, while uncirculated and proof-like pieces are treasured as national artifacts, representing American minting excellence. Next is the 5 cents Jefferson nickel 1973, holds a fascinating place in American coinage, admired for its design and the mystery surrounding its rarity. This coin, minted without a mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, known for omitting mint marks on coins before 1980. Collectors have long sought this specific year due to its unique metal composition and the historical backdrop it represents in U.S. currency evolution. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was designed by Felix Schlag. By the time the 1973 issue arrived, the nickel had become a symbol of durability and post-war American progress. The obverse features a dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse showcases his iconic home, Monticello, a masterpiece of neoclassical architecture that stands as a tribute to Jefferson's intellect and vision. During 1973, the United States Mint faced fluctuating metal prices and public demand for small denomination coins. This led to varying mintages across different facilities. The Philadelphia Mint's production without a mint mark makes this version distinctive, and among collectors, it is known for having several die varieties, weak strikes, and subtle doubling errors, all contributing to its high collectible appeal. Over the years, coin enthusiasts discovered that only a small number of perfectly struck examples of the 1973 Jefferson nickel survived in pristine condition. Most circulation pieces show signs of wear, bag marks, or dull luster, making uncirculated examples extremely rare. Because of this, any high-grade specimen instantly attracts strong bidding competition among numismatists and auction houses. The coin's rarity is further highlighted by its historical context. The early 1970s marked an era of economic transition in America, with inflation affecting coinage and metal supply. The 1973 Jefferson nickel reflects this period's challenges, encapsulating a part of U.S. history that connects monetary policy with national identity and artistry. What truly distinguishes the 1973 nickel is its variety spectrum. Some examples show partial steps on Monticello, while others reveal full steps, a detail highly coveted by collectors. Full-step nickels are difficult to find due to weak striking techniques at the time. A 1973 nickel displaying all 6 steps on Monticello can easily become a centerpiece in any collection, commanding prices far beyond average expectations. Another intriguing aspect is the coin's preservation. A few rolls were reportedly kept untouched by collectors in the 1970s, but only a handful have been confirmed to maintain the original mint brilliance. These surviving specimens serve as a testament to how careful storage can turn an ordinary nickel into a multimillion-dollar artifact decades later. In the numismatic market, the 5 cents Jefferson nickel 1973, without mint mark, has achieved extraordinary value, reaching up to $2.30 million in auction for flawless, certified examples. This staggering worth reflects not only its scarcity but also the passionate pursuit by collectors worldwide who view it as a hidden treasure of the American mint. The 1973 nickel continues to captivate experts due to its scarcity and historical charm. Each time a near-perfect coin surfaces, it reignites excitement in the numismatic community. The Jefferson nickel's elegant design, paired with the rarity of this specific issue, reminds collectors that true value often lies in details unseen by casual eyes. Today, the 5 cents Jefferson nickel 1973 stands as a timeless relic, symbolizing both craftsmanship and history. From its understated beauty to its million-dollar value, it represents the golden intersection of art, economy, and enduring American legacy, a coin that has truly transformed from pocket change to a piece of national heritage. Next is the 5 cents Jefferson nickel 1974, is one of those rare coins that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Struck without a mint mark, it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint during a period when the U.S. Mint was refining its coinage designs and metal compositions. Although millions of nickels were minted that year, a few pieces stood out due to striking errors, minting anomalies, and exceptional preservation, making them exceptionally valuable in today's numismatic market. The Jefferson nickel series, introduced in 1938, was created to honor Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the third U.S. president. The obverse features a detailed portrait of Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag, while the reverse shows Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate. The 1974 nickel continues this artistic legacy, embodying decades of American craftsmanship and history in its metal form. during the early 1970s, the U.S. Mint faced challenges with coin circulation and production consistency. The 1974 issue came during a time of economic instability marked by inflation and metal price fluctuations. Some coins from this year were struck on planchets intended for other denominations or with misaligned dies, resulting in unique varieties that collectors seek eagerly today. These minting quirks make the 1974 nickel one of the most fascinating examples in modern American coinage. Many Jefferson nickels from the 1970s appear common at first glance, but a closer examination often reveals subtle errors or rare conditions. The 1974 nickel without a mint mark has certain specimens that display sharply struck details, mirror-like surfaces, and clean edges, attributes that significantly elevate their desirability. Coins that remain in uncirculated or proof-like states are particularly rare, as most nickels from this period were heavily used in daily transactions. Over the decades, numismatists have identified several notable examples of the 1974 Jefferson nickel that fetched high prices at auctions. Some of these coins exhibit full steps on the Monticello building, a key indicator of a high-quality strike. This full steps designation is prized because it demonstrates that the coin was struck with fresh dies and great pressure, ensuring complete design clarity. These few pristine pieces form the cornerstone of any serious Jefferson nickel collection. Collectors are drawn not only by rarity but also by the historical depth associated with the 1974 nickel. Each coin represents a small yet powerful link to American heritage, circulating during a transformative period in the nation's economic history. As time passes, the surviving specimens become scarcer, and their historical and financial value continues to grow, turning them into treasured possessions for those lucky enough to own one. In the numismatic world, preservation is everything. A 1974 Jefferson nickel kept in flawless condition, untouched by wear or environmental damage, can skyrocket in worth. Coins stored carefully since their minting have been known to achieve astonishing values, especially when they display strong luster, defined details, and minimal contact marks. The rarity of such flawless pieces adds to their mystique and makes them standout treasures in the coin community. The value of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1974, without mint mark, has reached as high as $2.13 million, making it one of the most extraordinary finds in the series. This remarkable price reflects not only its rarity but also the deep appreciation collectors have for perfect preservation and historical significance. The market for rare nickels has seen steady growth, and coins like the 1974 specimen have become icons of numismatic success. Beyond its financial worth, the 1974 nickel tells a story of craftsmanship, patience, and history. Every feature, from Jefferson's dignified profile to the precise rendering of Monticello, reflects the artistry and vision of its designer. It embodies the spirit of a nation that values its past while moving toward the future, making it not just a coin but a cultural artifact. Next is the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1977, is one of those coins that has captured the imagination of collectors due to its unique history and the mystery surrounding its minting. Struck without a mint mark, it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, a common practice before 1980 when the P mark began appearing on certain denominations. This coin carries the familiar image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag, whose design has become iconic in American numismatic history. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and the 1977 issue continued the long tradition of honoring the third U.S. president and author of the Declaration of Independence. The design's simplicity and historical significance have made it one of the most enduring in U.S. coinage. Over time, collectors have noticed that some examples of the 1977 Jefferson nickels show slight variations, die cracks, and strike differences that can significantly influence their value. Coins minted in 1977 were composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. The edge was plain, and the obverse featured Jefferson facing left, while Monticello, his Virginia home, appeared on the reverse. Although these details seem ordinary, certain specimens struck with sharper details or unusual metal characteristics have made this coin a collector's dream. These rare varieties are the ones that fetch extraordinary sums at auctions, during the 1970s, the U.S. Mint faced several production challenges, including die wear and metal inconsistencies, which occasionally produced coins with slight but noticeable minting errors. Some 1977 nickels exhibit double dies, filled steps on Monticello, or other imperfections that make them valuable. Such details are highly prized among collectors who seek to complete high-grade Jefferson nickel sets. The combination of rarity, condition, and error makes these coins exceptional. A coin's grade plays an important role in determining its worth. Most circulated 1977 nickels are worth face value, but uncirculated examples with full steps are extremely desirable. A coin graded MS-67 or higher can attract attention from serious collectors. Those in pristine condition, with a full strike and mirror-like surfaces, are among the most sought-after examples in modern U.S. numismatics. In auctions, coins that show unique die features or exceptional luster often command impressive prices. Experts point out that the scarcity of flawless examples from 1977 adds to their desirability. Many were heavily circulated, making untouched specimens almost impossible to find today. The limited number of high-grade coins has contributed to the rising value and the growing fascination surrounding this particular year. Collectors are often surprised to learn how such an ordinary-looking 1977 nickel can be worth more than its face value. What makes it extraordinary is not only its rarity but the perfect combination of strike quality, preservation, and sometimes subtle minting errors. Some coins also gain additional historical interest when their provenance can be traced to early U.S. Mint collections or notable numismatists. The most valuable specimen of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1977, without mint mark, was sold for an astonishing $1.57 million, a record-breaking figure for this denomination. This remarkable price reflected not just the coin's condition but its rarity and the fierce competition among collectors. The coin's sharp details, flawless surface, and nearly perfect full steps on Monticello made it one of the finest known examples in existence. Experts emphasize that these coins represent more than monetary value, they are part of American history. Each 1977 Jefferson nickel tells a story of craftsmanship, change, and the artistry of mid-century minting. Their continued appreciation over time has solidified their place in numismatic heritage. Enthusiasts value them as treasures linking the past with present collectors.